happening, gang? It's your boy Retro back again with another reaction video. Yeah. Today we got another huge update. You guys can probably already tell that it is going down. Just by that title alone, you guys are definitely going to want to see this one. So we're witnessing some of the most prominent figures of the Democratic Party absolutely losing their minds after one of Trump's biggest critics, Bill Maher, set all differences aside to meet with Donald Trump, having dinner at the White House. Guys, I'm excited to get into this one, so we're not straight into it. All I ask that you guys please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and without further ado, let's jump straight into it, guys. Check this one out.
Some of the musical accompaniment of the dinner, Kid Rock playing Franklin Delano Roosevelt's Steinway grand piano, which is over 100 years old.
Wow. Dinner was set up by Kid Rock, who says he wants to bring the country together. And I find it particularly interesting because one of the loudest names to predict Donald Trump's return to the White House was Bill Maher. I'm not saying Bill Maher likes Donald Trump. Bill Maher clearly hates Donald Trump. We'll get into that in just a second. But Bill Maher was the largest voice on the record saying Trump's coming back to the White House. Joe Biden, Democrats will lose.
The person who can go, yeah, but this is the case. And I've said it before. Do I think Joe Biden can do the job? Absolutely.
Yes.
I don't think he can win the job. And that's what I care about. He's going to lose because the people think he's too old. And perception is reality.
So Bill Maher saying what is absolutely demonstrably true there, that Joe Biden is going to lose because everybody in America hates him. Bill Maher suggests he might end his show over the return of Trump. I'm shitting my pants right now, as Bill Maher has said. Although he did say he's not going to go nuts again. I'm not going to lose my nervous system over Trump again. If he ends the world, it's going to end the world. I'm not going to go effing nuts if he wins another term. And
is this bound to happen? You got to think Bill Maher has been trying to warn these loonies on the left for some time that what they're doing is not resonating with the average everyday American. Now he's got to have to go across the aisle and speak with Donald Trump like a rational human being, something that his party should take notes on. Oh my.
If he ends the world, it's going to end the world. I'm not going to go effing nuts if he wins another term. I just can't, he tells Jerry Seinfeld. Bill Maher, of course, has regularly and often criticized President Trump, but has also been one of those guys that criticizes his own side, saying that he hates and cannot stand wokeness with regularity, sort of hates the fact that his own party has been hijacked.
Woke, they would like to think they're an extension of liberalism. I'm an old school liberal. They're not. It's very often the opposite. And they think they're going so far in the right direction, and it actually turns out that they're in the wrong direction, and they've actually reversed it, because most of the countries in Europe now, England, the Scandinavian countries, the ones we used to always be able to say, well, look what the liberal countries are doing. They're all reversed themselves on this. They don't do the puberty blockers anymore. They don't do this stuff because of studies like this. And America is just doubling down on this stuff. So we are the outlier country on this stuff. And look, there's always a sensible middle ground.
So a sensible middle ground seems to be the reason why Kid Rock invited Bill Maher to the White House. And Bill Maher said yes. Bill Maher was met with this. When the elevator doors opened, this was what was waiting for you. What would you do in that situation?
What?
So Kid Rock has explained what happened at this dinner. And why he invited Bill Maher and what happened next. Donald Trump's dinner with comedian and critic Bill Maher could not have been better, Kid Rock claims. Kid Rock organized a meeting between President Trump and his liberal critic in an effort to have a little civility in the country and to bring people together.
Right. Can we all agree that it was about time that someone showed true leadership, put all the pettiness, all the differences aside, and just meet with someone on the other side of the aisle? I mean, it's not that tough. Folks on the right are always open and willing. As you're seeing, Donald Trump not afraid to meet with his biggest critic. This guy, Bill Maher, has slammed him at almost every single corner. I think Donald Trump even sued him back in the day. But putting all that aside, to be able to come together, come to that table and speak about the issues that are happening in America that need addressed. It's bigger than your party, you know? You have to look at it like that. It's not just, oh, we're in it as the Democratic Party, we don't speak with Republicans, or vice versa. No, we're all in this together. We're all Americans at the end of the day. I'm so glad Bill Maher is showing some true leadership over there for those folks on the left. Maybe they'll follow suit.
Trump and his liberal critic in an effort to have a little civility in the country and to bring people together. The dinner was attended by Kid Rock, who also appeared in the Oval Office as Trump signed ticket scalping executive order, UFC CEO Dana White. Everyone was so surprised and pleased, and the president was so gracious. He took us up to the private residence. We saw the Gettysburg Address in the Lincoln bedroom. Kid Rock, whose real name is James Ritchie, said that he was surprised that Maher had never received a White House tour, despite donating millions to Democrat politicians. I was like, how about this? President Trump, extending an olive branch. We talked about things we had in common, wokeness, securing the border. He continued. The president was asking him what he thought about policy, what's going on with Iran and Israel and things. So Donald Trump's getting...
So you're telling me that of all the folks, all the past presidents that Bill Maher has been in support of, none of them, not Obama, not Biden, no one has came out and said, hey, come on, I want to give you a tour of the White House? That is insane. And Trump to be the one that does it out of all those folks? Oh my, that says a lot. Donald Trump's not as bad as what folks really try to paint him out to be. This guy is not the big bad orange guy after all. He's mature enough, wise enough to set all differences aside, to be able to speak with folks on the other side of the aisle. That's what it's all about at the end of the day.
Policy advice from Bill Maher. It blew my mind. I was very, very proud, said Kid Rock. Trump and Maher's beef go back more than a decade. In 2013, Trump sued Bill Maher $5 billion after the comedian said on The Tonight Show that the only thing in nature to match Trump's hair was the fur of an orangutan.
Why did he say that? Why?
The politically correct real-time host offered $5 million to the charity of Trump's choice, which he said would be the Hair Club for Men, if Trump was able to produce a birth certificate showing he wasn't half ape.
Stop it.
All right. We used to be able to laugh in this country. Here's Kid Rock explaining this dinner.
What happened from start to finish in 30 seconds?
In 30 seconds, I went on Bill's show, I went on his podcast, and I said, man, nothing happens if people don't break bread together and meet face to face. He's been one of the president's hardest critics, and we came to dinner, me, Bill, Dana White, and it could not have been better. Everyone was so surprised, so pleasant. The most shocking thing to me was, Bill's obviously a very big liberal, been very hard on the president, but he's donated a lot of money to other politicians. You've had Biden, Clinton, Obama, everybody. He had never been to the White House, and the president was so gracious. He took us up to the private residence. We saw the Gettysburg Address in the Lincoln bedroom, and I was like, you've never been here, Bill? And I was like, how about this? President Trump, extending this olive branch, and we talked about things we had in common, ending wokeness, securing the border. The president was asking him what he thought about policy, going on with Iran and Israel and things. It just meant, it blew my mind. It was, right. I was, very, very proud.
Some more details here.
100%. Me and Dana both said there's never anybody that's ever met the president and any scenario that's walked away without saying wow, what a great guy. He's so funny, so engaging. He's so smart. And absolutely, Bill even said to me, after that, he goes, wow, that was, everybody's mind was kind of blown. Even the president's, I think, because the president called me late night last night, and, everyone was a little suspect about going into this. And even the president kind of alerted to me a little bit, what do you got me doing? Right. And I go, man, we're just trying to show people that, even though we've been pretty hard on each other, that when you get face to face, maybe we could have a little more civility in this country and try to bring people together. That was my whole intention.
Oh, there we have it, guys. That one coming from our friend Benny Johnson. I'll definitely be sure to leave that original video link down in the description box below. For those who want to go over there, check that full thing out. Also, you guys to go over there and show our friend Benny Johnson tons of love and support. He's a great guy. Oh my goodness, guys. We just seen something I thought we'd never see in a million years. Bill Maher being able to put all differences aside and meet with Donald Trump, having dinner with him, Dana White, and Kid Rock. Oh my goodness, this is what we really need to see in America, though. If you think about it, we're more alike than we are different from our neighbors, even if they're on the other side of the aisle. We have to remember that we're all in this thing together. We all, at the end of the day, we want safety, protection, and we want to, that American dream that we were all promised. And I think this is a message going out to those so-called leaders of the Democratic Party like AOC or that crazy Jasmine Crockett, showing that, hey, we need to come together and unite, set our differences aside, and be willing to talk to folks that have differing viewpoints. You don't want a bunch of yes men's in the room when you're trying to make a decision. You want folks that are thinking on different scales, different spectrums, and that adds different perspectives to the conversation. That's what we need in America, guys. Definitely hop in the comment section though. Let me know your thoughts. Comments are open. I'm excited to hear what you guys are thinking on this one. Also, make sure you guys please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you enjoy more content like this. Catch you guys on the next one.